Good morning, friends. Session 56. Fisher's index number. Professor Irving Fisher considered applying geometric mean of both Laplace and Pasteur's methods. Fisher's index number is considered as the ideal index number because it considers the previous years as well as the current years, both prices as well as the quantities, and also it uses the geometric mean. He attempted to find an ideal index number as it confirms the tests of consistency. There are two methods of the test, time reversal test as well as the factor reversal test. These two tests are confirmed by the Fisher's index number. That it is why it applies the geometric mean, it applies the tests of both the time reversal test and the factor reversal test. So that is why his formula is called Fisher's ideal index number. This is the reason why we call the index number which has been given by the Professor Irving Fisher as the ideal index number. The formula for the index number P01 means index number, price index number which has been compared with the 0 base years at current year. Square root of sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1. P1 means it is the current year prices. Q0 base year's quantity. Base year prices, base year's quantity. This is the current year prices, current year quantity. Base year's prices, current year quantity. If you apply this formula, you will get the index number. It is an appropriate index number as well as the ideal index number. Then you have to multiply it by 100 so that you will get the P01, that it is the index number. Fisher's formula is considered to be an ideal formula of calculating the index number because the first one, it is based on the appropriate average for index number, that is geometric mean. They use the geometric mean as it applies the geometric mean. That is why it is an appropriate average. Appropriate average. If you remove the root, here we get an appropriate or accurate value. Appropriate value will get, that value is called as the Fisher's index number. Then it considers the quantities of both base year and current year. It considers the some of the weighted index numbers considers only the base year quantities, as it is necessary that individual importance has to be given for the items or the commodities. But here they give the not only for the base year but also for the current year quantities are also considered here. So that is why it is called as the Fisher's index number as the ideal index number. It is free from bias as it satisfies. Any ambiguity is there, any clarification is not there. For that, it satisfies both the time reversal test and factor reversal test. If the time has been reversed, it satisfies. Factor has been reversed, it satisfies. Let us see here one problem for the Fisher's index number. The price and quantity of base year for 8 groups of commodities is given below. Group A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Base year 12. So this is the prices 12, 10, 14, 16, 18, 20, 20, 15. Then current year prices 20, 12, 15, 18, 20, 15, 16, 18. Base year's quantity 55, 100, 60, 30, 40, 70, 90, 80. Current year 120, 80, 80, 70, 40, 40, 60, 100, 80. The heading as the calculation of Fisher's ideal index number. Groups A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, G, H has been given. Then prices for the different groups for the base year price. It is the 12, 10, 14, 16, 18, 20, 20, 15. Current year prices 20, 12, 15, 18, 20, 15, 16, 18. Q0 base year's quantity, it is the 55, 100, 60, 30. 55, 100, 60, 30, 40, 70, 90, 80. Quantity Q1, current year quantity 120, 80, 80, 70, 40, 120, 80, 80, 70, 40, 60, 100, 80. Now, to apply the formula, you have to multiply P1, Q0. P1 means current year prices. Q0, base year's quantities. Base year's quantities. You have to multiply P1, Q0. P1, Q0. 20 into 55, it comes to 1100. P1, Q0. 12 into 100, 1200. 15 into 60, 900. 18 into 30, 540. 20 into 40, 800. 15 into 70, 1050. 16 into 90, 1440. 18 into 80, 1440. So these are the P1, Q0. Then P0, Q0. P0, Q0. P0 means base year's prices. Q0, base year's quantity. Base year's quantity has to be multiplied. 12 into 55, 660. 10 into 100, 1000. 14 into 60, 840. 16 into 30. 18 into 40. 20 into 70. 20 into 90. 15 into 80. So that will get 720, 1400, 1800, 1200. Then you have to get the P1, Q1. P1 means current year prices. Q1, current year quantity. P1, Q1. P1, Q1. 20 into 120. It is the 2400. 12 into 80. 960. It is the 15 into 80. 18 into 70. 20 into 40. 15 into 60. 900. 16 into 100. 1600. 18 into 80. 1440. Then in the last we have to multiply the base year's prices with the current year quantity. For that P0 and Q1 has to be, you have to multiply P1, Q0. P1, Q0. 20 into 55. P1, Q0. That is the P0, Q1. 12 into P0, Q1. 120. 12 into 120. 1440. 10 into 80. 800. 14 into 80. 1120. 16 into 70. 1120. 18 into 40. 720. 20 into 60. 1200. 20 into 100. 2000. 15 into 80. 1200. Then you have to get the total and then you have to substitute in the formula. It is the 8470. It is the P1 Q0. P1 Q0. 8440. 470. Then P0 Q0. 8100. 8100. P1 Q1. 10560. 10560. P0 Q1 9600. Then substitute in the formula. Then you will get it is the square root of 1.04 into 1.1. Then multiply. Then remove the root, so that we'll get 1.06. 1.06 into 100. Multiply, so that you will get the P01 as the 106%. So this is about the Fisher's index number 106. You have been applied the geometric mean. Then both the prices and the quantities for the base year and the current year has been considered. Then we shall see whether it satisfies the time reversal test. In the time reversal test, if the time has been reversed for the current year, base year, current year, instead of the 1, 0, 0, 1, that it is the P01. P01 means price index number, which has been calculated by that it is the from the base year to the current year. Then in the same way, P10, price index number has to be multiplied with the P10. P10 means on the basis of the current year, base year has been considered, that is the index number has been multiplied, so that we get the P01 into P10, it is equal to 1. We shall see whether we will get the 1 or not. If you get the 1, it satisfies the time reversal test. For that, P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q1, then P0 Q1, P1 Q1, P0 Q0, P1 Q0. P1 Q0, it is the 8,470. 8,470. P0 Q0, 8,100. 8,100. Then P1 Q1, 10,560. 10,560. P0 Q1, 9,600. 9,600. Then P0 Q1. P0 Q1, it is the 8,100. P1 Q1, 8,470. P0 Q0, it is the 9,600. P1 Q0, 10,560. So here we have been inserted all the values, so that we have to get the simplified value. For that, here 8,470 gets cancelled. 10,560 gets cancelled. 8,100 gets cancelled. 9,600 gets cancelled. So all the numbers in the numerator and the denominator will get cancelled. Remainder will be 1. Root 1 is equal to 1. So TRT test satisfies. In the same way, we have to test whether it satisfies the factor reversal test. Factor has been reversed. Instead of the price, quantities has been inserted. Instead of the quantities, prices has been inserted. So that here whether it satisfies or not. P01, price index number on the basis of the base years to the current year. And in the same way, quantity index number, that is Q01, you have to get the sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0. Here P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q1. Now instead of the P1, you have to take Q1. Instead of the Q0, you have to take the P0. Instead of the P0, Q0. Q0, P0. P0, Q0. Q1, P1. In the places of the P, you have taken the Q. In the place of the Q, you have taken the P. And we have to see that it has to get sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0. Here P1 Q1 8,470. Then P1 Q1 10,560. P0 Q0 8,100. P0 Q1 9,600. Again, here it is the Q1 P0. P0 Q1 means it is the 9,600. Then P0 Q0 8100. Then P1 Q1, as you know, it is the 10,560. P0 Q0 8,470. Now here you can cancel 9,600 here. Then 8,470. Here cancellation is 9,600 and the 8,470. Remainder is 10,562 times. Then 8,100 two times. We'll get the remainder FRT is equal to 10,560 divided by 8,100. It means 10,560 means it is the sigma P1 Q1. Then 8,100 means it is the sigma P0 Q0, 8,100. So it satisfies the FRT. Factor reversal test, it satisfies. Then in the same way, you can see in the problem, another one problem that they're asking about calculate Fisher's index number from the following data and show whether it satisfies TRT and FRT, A, B, C, D, E. How many commodities are there? A, B, C, D, E commodities. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate the Fisher's index number, then TRT, FRT, whether it satisfies. So here for the years they have given P as well as the Q. Then we will get 588, 462, 649, 514. That is the P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q1. If we substitute in the formula, we will get it is the 126. 126 is the Fisher's index number. By applying the formula for the Fisher's index number, as the Irving Fisher has given the index number as the, it is the square root of sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. By applying this formula, we got the P01 as the 126. Time reversal test. Time has been reversed. Here we will get square root of 1. TRT is equal to 1. In the same way, FRT. FRT also will get, it is the 649 divided by 462. 649 is the sigma P1 Q1, whereas 462 is the sigma P0 Q0. Sigma P0 Q0. So this problem also, it satisfies both the reversal test. So that's why Fisher's index number is termed as it satisfies both the time reversal test as well as the factor reversal test. Reference quantitative methods for business, CMT Cody Himalaya Publishing House. Thank you.